Hello guys, my name is Sangeeta Mehta and you are watching my channel My English Magazine. Today I explain to you what is an adjective. So this is the question, what is an adjective, and the answer is adjectives are words that describes the qualities or states of being of noun, enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also describe the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. So it's clear that adjectives are words which are describes the qualities of states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also describe the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Many, few, millions, 11. These words shows the quantity of noun. Adjectives are modified nouns. Most students learn that adjectives are words that modify, describe nouns. Adjectives do not modify verbs or adverbs or other adjectives. Margaret wore a beautiful hat to the pie eating contest. Beautiful. This is the adjective. Fury dogs may overheat in the summertime. Fury. This word is also adjective. My cake should have 16 candles. 16. This word is adjective. The sky villain of all time is Darth Vader. Skyist is also the adjective. In the sentence above, the adjectives are easy to spot because they come immediately before the nouns they modify. Here's a tip. Want to make sure your writing always looks great? Grammarly can save you from misspellings, grammatical and punctuation mistakes and other writing issues on all your favorite websites. You're writing it at its best with the best writer in the office. So, but adjectives can do more than just modify nouns. They can also act as a complement to linking verbs or the verb to be. A linking verb is a verb like the feel, like to feel, to seem or to taste, that describe a state of being or a sensory experience. So linking verb is a verb like to feel. Linking verb is a verb like to feel, to seem or to taste, that describe a state of being or a sensory experience. That cow sure is happy. Happy. This is adjective. It smells gross in the locker room. Gross. This adjective. Driving is faster than walking. Faster is adjective. The technical terms for an adjectives used this way are predicate adjective. Uses of adjectives. How we use the adjective. Now I explain to you. Adjectives tells the reader how much or how many or something you are talking about, which thing you want passed to you or which kind of something you want. Please use 3 white flowers in the arrangement. 3 white flowers. This is the use of adjective 3 and white are modifying flowers. Often when adjectives are used together, you should separate them with a comma or conjunction. See coordinate adjective below the more detail. I am looking for a small, good-tempered dog to keep as a pet. Here, small, good-tempered dog. This is the adjective. Degree of comparison. Adjective comes in 3 forms: absolute, comparative, and superlative. Absolute adjective describes something in its own right. A cool guy, a messy desk. A cool. Cool is a adjective. Messy, a mischievous cat, garrulous squirrels. Comparative adjectives unsurprisingly make a comparison between two or more things. For most one-syllable adjectives, the comparative is formed by adding the suffix or just "are" if the adjective already ends with an E. For two-syllable adjectives ending in Y, replace Y with IER. For multi-syllable adjectives, add the word more. A cooler guy, a miser desk, a more mischievous cat, more garrulous squirrel. Superlative adjectives indicate that something has the highest degree of the quality in question. One-syllable adjectives become superlatives by adding the suffix est or just st for adjectives that already end in e. Two-syllable adjectives ending in y replace y with iest. Multi-syllable adjectives add the word most. When you use an article with a superlative adjectives, it will almost always be the definite article the rather than a or an. Using a superlative inherently indicates that you are talking about a specific term or items. The coolest guy, the miziest desk, the most mischievous cat, the most garrulous squirrels. Coordinate adjectives. Coordinate adjectives should be separated by a comma or the word and. Adjectives are said to be coordinate if they modify the same noun in a sentence. This is going to be a long, cold winter. So long, cold. This is the adjective. Isobel's dedicated and tireless efforts made all the difference. Here, dedicated, tireless, this is the objective. But just the fact that two adjectives appear next to each other doesn't automatically mean they are coordinate. Sometimes an adjective and a noun form a single semantic unit which is then modified by another adjective. In this case, the adjectives are not coordinate and should not be separated by a comma. My cat, Goba, lives, sleeping on this tattered woolen sweater. No one could open the old silver locket. In some cases, it's pretty hard to decide whether two adjectives are coordinate or not, but there are a couple of ways you can test them. Try inserting the word and between the adjectives to see if the phrase still seems natural. In the first sentence, this tattered and woolen sweater doesn't sound right because you really aren't talking about a sweater that is both tattered and woolen. It's a woolen sweater that is a tattered woolen sweater forms a unit of meaning that is modified by tattered. Another way to test for coordinate adjective is to try switching the order of the adjectives and seeing if the phrase still works. In the second sentence, you wouldn't say no one could open the silver old locket. You can't reverse the order of the adjectives because silver locket is a unit that is modified by old. Adjectives versus adverbs. As I mentioned above, many of us learned in school that adjectives modify nouns and that adverbs modify verbs. But as we have seen, adjectives can also act as complements for linking verbs. This leads to a common type of error: incorrectly substituting an adverb in place of a predicate adjective. An example you have probably heard before is, I feel badly about what happened, because feel is a verb. It seems to call for an adverb rather than adjectives. But feel isn't just any verb, it's a linking verb. An adverb would describe how you perform the action of feeling. An adjective describes what you feel. I feel badly means that you are bad at feeling things. If you are trying to read Braille through thick leather gloves, then it might make sense for you to say, I feel badly. But if you are trying to say that you are experiencing negative emotions, I feel bad is a phrase you want. It's easier to see this distinction with a different linking verb. Consider the difference between these two sentences. Goba smells badly. Goba smells bad. Goba smells badly means that Goba, the poor thing, has a weak sense of smell. Goba smells bad means Goba stinks. Poor us. So now when nouns become adjectives and adjectives become noun. One more thing you should know about adjectives is that sometimes a word that is normally used as a noun can function as an adjective depending on its placement. For example, never try to pet someone guide dog without asking permission first. Guide is a noun, but in this sentence, it modifies dog. It works the other way to some words that are normally adjectives can function as a noun. Candice is working on a fundraiser to help the homeless. In the context of this sentence, homeless is functioning as a noun. It can be hard to wrap your head around this if you think of adjectives and nouns only as a particular classes of words, but the term adjective and noun aren't just about a word form, they are also about its function. Adjective usage advice. We will end with a few words about adjectives and style. It's one thing to know how to use an adjective. It is another to know when using one is a good idea. Good writing is precise and concise. Sometimes you need an adjective to convey exactly what you mean. It is hard to describe a red sports car without the word red. But often choosing the right noun eliminates the need to tack on an adjective. Is it a big house or is it a mansion? A large crowd or a throng? A mixed breed dog or a mutt? A dark night or just night? Always remember to make every word count in your writing. If you need an adjective, use it, but if it's not pulling its weight, delete it. Adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes the traits, qualities, or number of a noun. What are examples of adjective? Descriptive words like beautiful, smooth, or heavy are all adjectives, as are numbers 12, egg. What are the difference between adjectives and adverbs? Adjectives modify nouns while adverbs modify adjectives and other adverbs. For example, in the phrase very funny movie, funny is an adjective describing the noun movie, and very is an adverb describing the adjective funny. Can adjectives modify adverbs? Adjectives can only modify nouns, not adverbs only. Adverbs can modify other adverbs. So, today I explained to you about the adjective. So guys, you're watching my channel, My English Magazine on YouTube. My name is Sangeeta Mehta and you're watching my channel, My English Magazine on YouTube, Blogger, Google, and my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere on internet. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is my English Magazine. Thank you guys. My name is Sangeeta Mehta. Thank you guys.